I don't know why at the moment, every time I start to record a video, it's like nearly 9 o'clock and then I have to rush to get this video edited and uploaded before midnight. Why? Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm currently recording from a new area, so I hope this all looks okay on the camera. In the room I'm normally recording, there is a bunch of people outside right now being very loud. It's nearly 9 o'clock. Go home. Where I was living before here had a lot of really weird noises going on in the house. Not just any part of the house, usually the attic. Now, I'm not someone who believes in ghosts or spirits, it's just not something that's ever like appealed to me to believe in. That makes sense? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. But in the old bungalow that I lived in, a woman died in it. So remember that when I tell all this stuff. We didn't move in after this woman died. Other people had lived in the house after it had supposedly happened. I don't even know if it's true, but one of the people who told us was a friend of the family, and she was like, hey, that house you're living in, someone died. And I'm just like, well, isn't that swell? I want to say all these weird noises started happening a year or a couple of years potentially after we moved in. So it wasn't like we started hearing these things right away. I remember the first time I heard a noise in the house, I was 13, and it was some weird scratching on the roof. I was with my mum at the time, and I remember we paused the TV, like muted it, so we could hear, and all we could do was just like this faint scratching, and it moved around a bit, but not too much. It seemed to stay in the same place. I think it lasted for like 5-10 minutes. And then after that happened, we didn't hear it anymore, so we didn't really know what it was. We thought it could potentially be like a rat or a mouse, which is, you know, always fun to have in the roof. But as the weeks progressed, we started to hear it above my room, above my mum's room, in the kitchen. Just every single area of the house seemed to be not safe from this weird scratching noise. So we did just presume it was some kind of animal, a rat or a mouse, like I said. So we laid a bunch of traps out in the attic. Our attic is one of them you can like walk into. It's just like a place where all the thermal stuff is. I don't really know what it is. It just was a very horrible place that I didn't want to be in. But we laid a bunch of traps down in there, and I can tell you, since we laid them traps down when I was 13, I left that house when I was 21. Yeah, I think I was, no, 22. I left there when I was 22. So like 9 years, 8 years or something. Not a single one of them traps went off. For the entire time we put those traps down, nothing got caught in them. Which is weird. You'd have think if there was like a rat or a mouse or something up in that roof, it would have got at least one or just it in the trap. But no, not at all. The scratching progressed to where it got even worse, where it was inside of the walls, and every time it scratched, you could just hear something crumbling, like something falling apart in the walls, which was, at first it was kind of like creepy, but then it just got really annoying, because that thing would wake you up in the morning. The amount of times scratching followed by crumbling noises woke me up, it's probably in the thousands, not even exaggerating. That shit happens so often. And these scratching means could last between anywhere but like 5 to 10 minutes or like an hour to 2 hours, so it could get very annoying very quickly. You'd just be sat there like, well, my life's ruined. I swear down, I used to hear my name getting called a lot. And it always sounded like a company addict, but I used to go in the hallway and be like, hey, mum, have you just shouted at me? And she'd be like, no. And that happened so often, I know someone was in the roof. Someone, maybe a man was living in the roof the entire time, and he was just like shouting my name and being like, let's just piss off the guy underneath me because that's fun. It would be very fair, and it'd just be like, it used to send me absolutely around the bend. At first, again, like the scratch sounds, it was creepy, but then it just started pissing me off. I'm like, who is calling my goddamn name? But hearing my name being called, it could just be my imagination playing on me. It could just be the wind, because the house is pretty, not like drafty. There was a lot of like wind being blown into the house. And the scratching noises could very much be just the rats, which I'm pretty sure it must be like the sounds of it. It's just weird that we never caught them. But there was one particular sound that happened between 3 and 4 a.m. I'm a night owl, so I used to hear it all the time. It was this one sound that I could not like put to anything. Like I couldn't be like, oh, that's maybe an animal, that's maybe the wind. It was this weird sound that sounded like someone had a metal pole or some form of metal object and just was dragging it across the roof. Literally 3 to 4 a.m, at least 3 or 4 times a week, this weird metal pole, or like I say, I don't know what it was, something metal was getting dragged across the roof. What was that? My friends used to think I was kind of crazy for thinking I was hearing someone literally drag a metal pole across my roof, because there was like, there must be something going on, there must be some form of explanation. But when they actually came and listened to it itself, they couldn't give anything. They couldn't say, oh yes, it's this. They were like, I don't know what that is. But that's comforting. Like I said, every other sound you can equate to something. You can be like, oh, it's probably that, or it's probably this. But the metal pole being dragged across the roof, what the fuck? Anyway guys, that's the end of this video. I just wanted to put that out there. If anyone has ideas what that metal pole noise could have been, please let me know, because I am stumped. Everything else I can equate to something, like I said. Everything else kind of makes sense if you think about it logically, but the metal pole does not. I'm starting to think either hopper, which is highly likely, or ghost. old ghost woman dragging a walking stick across the room to be annoying as shit. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed, I'll find my social media links in the description below. Thank you all for watching, you're amazing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!